Duckies. Start your engines.
I remember one night in September, lying on our backs under the moon. You told me that nothing lasts forever, but I was too busy falling for you. But I should have listened, 'cause now I'm here missing you, wishing that you were here. Shine a light, I need you by my side. It's dark outside tonight. can blame the whole thing on bad timing. Turn back all the clocks to yesteryear. I can try to find the silver lining, but all the colors seem so dull without an ear. But I should have listened, 'cause now I'm here missing you, wishing that you were here.
3 leagues, 12 teams, and $150 up for grabs. Amateur Rocket League has been divided for a very, very long time, but not anymore. The Ascend Tournament Series, Kyohaku Rocket League Series, and the Cross Progression League combine forces to determine once and for all who really is the best in Amateur Rocket League. Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream. I'm Spooty FC, and you're joining us here for the Amateur Rocket League Champions Cup 3. We've been here before. We've had 3 tournaments before in our Champions Cup lineup, starting with the ATS RLSS Proving Grounds, and then moving to the ATS RLSS Champions Cup. Champions Cup 3 here, after its long hiatus, now invites new competition in. The Ascend Tournament Series has only gotten better since then, and has added, along with it, the Cross Progression League and the Kyohaku Rocket League Series. You're in for a great night of action here on the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream here, as we'll get to see the best in Group A here. 12 teams competed. They're split across 4 different groups. Throughout all 4 of these groups, we will have 12 different teams, and by the end of the night, only 8 will remain in this tournament. So we have Group A. 3 teams are in this one. 100X Knight, the 2-time Pinnacle Cup champions in the Ascend Tournament Series, as they take on KCG Chaos, the number 2 overall team from the Cross Progression League, and the Bubble Duckies, who I believe, again, are number 3 rated from Kyohaku Rocket League Series. So we're in for a good night of Rocket League action here. We're in for a great night of action overall. Again, 12 teams are in this tournament here. And boy, oh boy, there's a lot of them, and they all are going to be tough to play against here. But if you can manage that, you'll be in a good spot for tomorrow's single elimination bracket here. If we take a look at Group B, the competition will be GHG Gold Stars, Serenix Esports, and Team Fortnite. Serenix Esports being the representative from the Ascend Tournament Series. They're our number 3 ranked team in this bracket. And as we move into Group number C, I think many consider this to be one of the more top-heavy groups. Justice for Solo, who are the number 1 overall team of the Kyohaku Rocket League Series, as they take on Shawnee State University, our number 2 ranked team from ATS, and Team Evil Vagabond, who did just win the ATS Apex Cup, and our number 4 ranked team for the Cross Progression League. We are able to move to Group D here, alongside everyone else here. Peces and La Pecera, KCG Aura, and Slav Command, the ATS team there being Slav Command, our number 4 ranked team in this event. So we're in for a great night of action here. A lot of matches to come, and a lot of great teams to compete. But for us tonight, we only get to look at Group A. Now, we will obviously be letting you know about matches around the league here, but we're in for a great night of action, as we'll get things underway momentarily for what will be a fun night here for everyone watching. Again, seeing a lot of great action, a lot of great Rocket League, and all of Group A. 100X Knight here, the number 1 overall team in this group. We'll see how they do. The 2-time ATS champions getting what might be the toughest competition yet here, having to play against the best, not in the Ascend Tournament Series, but in all of Amateur Rocket League. Bubble Duckies being another high contender, in case Chaos, who themselves are a team you can never quite get rid of in any of these tournaments. They always find ways to make things happen. You can never really count them out for being an upset potential. We're in for a great night of action. Get things underway momentarily here across all of these divisions. Again, we have Group A, so 100X Knight, KCG Chaos, the Bubble Duckies, and a whole lot of great Rocket League action. All matches tonight are best of 5. So we're in for what will be a night full of a lot of Rocket League. For all of you out there who love the Ascend Tournament Series, who love the Kyohaku Rocket League Series, who love the Bubble Duckies, you're in for a good night. This is going to be amazing action. We are going to start as soon as we get things underway. I forgot to make the lobby with the 100X Knight and the Bubble Duckies. So this will be our first match of the evening. So we'll get to see our first view of the 100X Knight roster. They themselves haven't actually changed too much this tournament, but as soon as we can get things, there we go. There we go. We'll get everybody in the lobby in just a moment here. So again, we'll get things underway. So let's go to our little lineups here. But again, we got a lot of great action, a lot of great teams, and a lot of great action here. As again, Hunter Knight themselves, very little change from winning the Ascent Tournament Series. They themselves, a roster of Perscope, Jared, Manialar, and Crypto. Manialar being the only player in the Ascent Tournament Series history to win the Playoff MVP award twice. He's actually won 3 MVP awards. He won it as well in the last Paradise Cup. On the other side, Bubble Duckies with Bluey, Velocity, and Reshiram. Velocity and Reshiram with some pretty impressive RLCS action. A lot of these players in this lobby have actually made RLCS. Perscope and Manny, I believe, both made top 32 RLCS in last year's qualifier. Same goes for, I think Velocity and Reshiram both made top 16 in EU, and Blue, I believe, made top 32 in NA as well. So, a lot of very good players in this one. I think the Bubble Duckies are severely underrated, considering just how good this team is supposed to be. We're in for a good night here, and I think we're in for a good matchup. I think we're in for potentially a big upset here. If the Bubble Duckies team can play to the caliber of the players that are on this roster, they will find a lot of success here. But here we go. It's day 1. Only 8 teams of the 12 can remain. So we go into group stage, and because it's groups of 3, you only get 2 matches, meaning you gotta win at least one of them to make it in that final bracket. And the next night, take on the Bubble Duckies in a best-of-5 matchup. Welcome to the revitalized Champions Cup 3 now for the best not in just the Rocket League Player Series or Ascent Tournament Series, but in all of Amateur Rocket League as ATS, CPL, and KRLS are combined. The Bubble Duckies on the orange, Knight on the blue, and Knights being 2-time ATS champions look to add yet another win to this team's storied history. Nobody in ATS can beat them, but maybe KRLS and CPL stand a chance. So far, though, a lot of pressure early on. Bluey will clear this one away. Back is Jared. Musty flicks it high. Manialar will jump into play, but nothing made there as this one kept in the air. Manny on the demo. Bluey. Jared with the challenge. This one is going to go towards Reshiram. Manialar. Bluey to clear. Jared has this one as he'll find Perscope. The Bubble Ducky is now ready to put on some pressure, and with how good these players are, how high ranked they are, any mistakes made by Knight will be something that Bubble Ducky will capitalize on. Again, I think this might be Knight's toughest competition yet, at least in terms of what we've had on this stream before. They've faced likes of the Egoists, they've faced likes of KHG Chaos, who will be playing later tonight, they've faced likes of Justice for Solo, who are also in this bracket, like Slav Command, they've had to face before. They know a lot of the teams here well, but the Bubble Duckies are a new sort of competition for them. And KRLS, they mean business. They may be the smallest of the 3 leagues in this tournament, but they have a knack for finding good competition, but they won't find a goal here. Jared strikes first, and Onyx Knights are on the board. Jared fights through Velocity, and Knights get the first goal. And all it takes is one to open the floodgates. All it takes is one to get things going. Knight in the lead. Gotta look for another one, but Jared will be denied there. Manialar. Louis will keep it wide. I think he's the least known player of this Bubble Duckies roster. He's the only one who hasn't actually made top 16 in any RLCS events. But that will not deter him here as he almost found the goal there. The bump in front, causing an open play there for the Bubble Duckies, just one that they couldn't capitalize on. As Reshiram can't get to it. Velocity. Barry will have it. Play will just continue here as offense. Bluey takes that challenge. Manialar won't win it. Play just continues as Knights really having to face a lot of defense here. Usually such an aggressive team. It's very tough to be aggressive when you're playing against the players as good as these. As Velocity will not hit the net there. Now goes Velocity again, easily kept away by Perscope. Manialar will win that challenge. Here goes Jared. Played by Reshiram. Manialar to save. Perscope. Bluey now to the back wall. Oh, Jared's ripped on this one. Reshiram! Oh, he's hit it high. Here goes Velocity. Kept away by Perscope, and Manuelar will keep it wide. First major chance of the game for the Bubble Duckies. That one hitting the crossbar. And one mistake, that's all it took there. Now they go again. Saved by Perscope. Manuelar keeps it wide. Velocity. Jared wins this one. The Champions Cup first match of the night continues its action. Velocity holds on. Bubble Ducky is looking for some plays. They've just outplayed themselves, though. This is off the back wall. It's Jared, two-time MVP, just off the bar and out. Velocity will get a piece of it as well. On the next night, still on the attack. Manuelar doesn't have anything, but Jared will. 1v1 Mastermind, one-on-one with Velocity. The flick won't be good enough, but he will get rid of Velocity here. Man, he's saved by Reshiram. And the Bubbly Duckies will clear. Double commit now. Little chaos in front. Bluey's got a chance. This one is saved away. Jared just gets enough on it. And with a minute to go in game one, only one goal scored. But my goodness, there's been more than enough opportunities for either team to add their own. It's an early lead. Held on for now, but Knights, they want that second goal. They know they are not exactly going to get away from the Bubble Duckies easily here. Not with how good these players are. As for Scope, Manuelar, Reshiram, maybe a flip reset, will be shot, saved by Perscope. Bluey looking to hit the back post there. Now Manuelar. And that midfield closed for business right now. The Bubble Duckies holding it down. But no goals yet. Perscope. 10 seconds to go now. Knight not looking to play aggressive anymore. Manuelar will clear. And now the Bubble Duckies got to go across the entire field. Velocity keeps it up in the air, but this one will end 100x Knight with a 1-0 game one. Off to a solid start. One game down. But man, this Bubble Duckies team is giving them quite a nightmare to deal with. And that's, I don't think, too much of a surprise for people with how good they are. As here we go. Game 2 up next, and oh boy, if this is going to be how close this series will be. These two are expected to move on to day 2, by the way. If this is how close this series is going to be, we're in for quite a night of action. I mean, the Bubble Duckies, with how good these players are, 100x Knight have a real challenge ahead of them here. But they hold on for game 1. Honestly, I think Bubble Duckies will be their biggest challenge tonight. They've played KSG Chaos before. They know how to beat KSG Chaos. That's a team that they take down quite... That's a team they take down quite often, but for a Knight roster that wants to always get that highest seed possible, wants to take down the toughest competition possible, they're getting it here in the first match of the evening. Again, this is not even KO, this is toughest teams. They've got some teams here that have been even better in Careless before. Still, we wait for Game 2 to begin. It seems like we might be having a couple tech issues here with one of the players on the Bubble Duckies. We'll get them in the lobby in just a moment. Game 1 will go to 100x Knight. Now we move to Game 2. 100x Knight may have taken Game 1, but it was only by a 1-0 score line. And they themselves had a lot of really close plays that I thought should have gone in. They're not exactly going to want to keep playing that way. It's not going to help them in the long run. It'll help them with a lead, but if you want to win out this group, you gotta find ways to consistently take down teams like the Bubble Duckies. Fortune on defense will not be your only way through them, and it will definitely not be your best way through them. Again, for a team as good as Knight, they've got a real tough problem ahead of them here as Reshiram, Manuelar. As I think he might have a flip on this too, he won't need to use it. As Velocity will jump in, but we'll have to deal with the challenge. Another demo here. Knight looking to get rid of those attackers. I've seen a lot of demos from this Knight team. They don't always go for them, and rarely do you ever see them really go for them that often. It's a team that generally just plays aggressive and finds ways to score from that, but this is a high-level roster. They've got to get aggressive here, as it's a race down the net. Velocity will be there. Jared will keep it out, but he'll have a play in front for Manialar. This one's kept wide for Scope. As a player midfield, he'll just shoot it himself. Jared jumps in, no goal there. Reshiram will take the play. Jared loses that challenge as well. Per Scope will be forced to go. Reshiram can't shoot. As per Scope, I think I was looking for a flip reset. Couldn't get it against Velocity. This one played midfield as... Again, it's Reshiram, the French prodigy, with an open net and a 1-0 lead. Playing for the country of France, it's Reshiram who finally gets some room. With how aggressively Knight likes to play at times, it's so tough to beat them in those challenges, but when they give you a little bit of space, you take it. The Bubble Duckies now, with their first lead of the series and their first goal of the series as well. Velocity. Bluey. Sidewall. Jared. Next to it, and 100x Knight will need to get a bit more technical here. They've had a lot more issues so far. Ever since the start of Game 1 to really break through the defense. They have not won boost, they have not won possession, they have not won a lot on offense. Demos have helped them out, but it hasn't been enough. Although that net's open to commit. Knight will have their first chance there. Maybe their first of many as Jared forces them in. Per Scope! Saved by Bluey. Velocity in the right position to clear. He'll pinch this one as Jared. Reshiram. Jared again. Challenged by Bluey. Anialar will hold on to this one as he's got room and space. A play up the ceiling. As infield for Per Scope. Jared. Bluey to clear. Reshiram. Per Scope again. It's actually a great reaction from Reshiram as Bubble Duckies staying right on it, and they have really done well to keep their boost as well. Not very easy to keep your boost level at that level, but when you can, you absolutely cannot play teams like they do. Really going to push themselves in onto offense. As pass across to Jared. For Scope. Off the ceiling, rolling straight down for Velocity. Manialar. Kept up high, will be in field. Per Scope again, but great job from Bluey. Immediately backs to it and gets rid of the option. Jared now to the back wall. 100x Knight just waiting for a mistake. Nothing being made. Infield pass now. Per Scope has it, and he's got time. Reset, everybody jumps in. The shot will be saved by Reshiram. A little overeager there, Jared. Now get that shot in. And the Bubble Duckies holding Knight to 1. Jared cleared away. Velocity. Oh, he's missed his chance. That was a open net. He may not get another chance like it for the rest of this game. Knight's already back upfield. As Per Scope takes down Reshiram. Jared, oh, he won't read this one, and Manialar will take it to the back corner. Velocity. Jared keeps it away. Manialar has Per Scope as an option, and he'll hit it too! Bar it in! Oh, what a strike by Per Scope! And it's a tie game! Manialar hits it into danger, but he knows that the infield option's there. They've been going for it all game. It finally succeeds. And we are tied with 34 seconds left in Game 2. And for Knight, I mean, a 2-0 lead would be in everything for them here, as this one almost goes in. Talk about having 2 games to none against a team as good as the Bubble Duckies. So tough to create that reverse sweep. For a team like Knight, who I've got to be feeling at least a little bit nervous about this competition. They're facing here as Manialar, challenged by Reshiram. Jared won't have it, as this one's cleared across. Bluey. Per Scope keeps it up in the air. Velocity wants this one grounded, and he'll get just that. Overtime in Game 2. Restaurant had that first goal go in on an open net. I won't get it here as this field is all wide open. Manny Laura clearing the way. Briscoe's gonna win the challenge! And Knight 2 take a 2-0 series lead. Sometimes you gotta be a little lucky to get good. And Perscope will not complain there. A comeback in Game 2. 100X Knight now lead the series 2-0. And for a team that wants to lead in this group, a win here would mean everything for them. Two games down, but again, it is oh so tough and oh so close. Again, what a showing so far for them, but the run is still not over. Reverse sweeps do happen. 100X Knight right now are in the perfect spot to win this series. A reminder, they'll be playing again in match number 3 against KSG Chaos, so this will not be their only match of the evening. Again, what a performance so far for 100X Knight. Still one more game to go, but with the way they're playing now, things are definitely in their favor as we move to game number 3. It's a best of 5, so for Knight, they only need one more win. The Bubble Duckies are proving why they're such a good team. We don't see teams really give Knight that much of an issue. The Bubble Duckies have done more than just give them problems. They are a team that can actively beat them here. And for a team like Knight, who doesn't lose often, and really doesn't lose that many tournaments even more, just to challenge them, to prove that you can beat them is already a lot, but of course, I mean, this Bubble Duckies team is not going to be done until they beat them. As here goes Restaurant. Bubble Duckies looking to get the early strike again, but this one hits wide. Velocity does find the demo, but many are to clear. Restaurant, he's got to be careful here. Jared's already up, and Restaurant does great to get rid of it, says he'll stay with the play. Her scope is back as Velocity's got room. That's a scary thing to say. Save away. Follow-up strike will hit the net. No one was there to support for scope. Both Manuel and Jared left for boost, and they're expecting this to pinch out to the corner. Great recognition from Velocity, who realizes there's no one there behind him. Just let the ball stay in front of that net and let your teammates crash on top of it. But they're not done here. Knight wants an answer. They'll not get one up the kickoff, as now Manuel's overcommit. Restaurant to make it 2-0. And 100X Knights and overcommits on offense early. Manuel, and he's used this kind of pace, just wasn't ready for them to challenge. Often you see players in the corner leave that ball, not really go for it and give it away. And I think that's what he's expecting there, is them to leave it, but the Bubble Duckies weren't planning on doing that. 100X Knight will head upfield again here. This one will be cut short as Manuel, that is straight to Velocity and straight off the back wall. I thought he actually had that one there. Almost a 3-0 lead. 100X Knight, they know that the last couple of games were very close, were games that Bubble Duckies absolutely had them beat at times. This is not exactly going to be an easy series for them here, as redirect won't go on. Perscope will win the challenge. A reverse sweep is absolutely in the cards in this matchup, as Jared back wall to Manuel, and they're one goal back in it. A pre-jump from Jared too. If you think he's crazy now, there's a reason this guy is 2-time ATS League Playoff MVP. He's never won the regular season MVP award, but he's won the playoff MVP award both times he's played, and it's for good reason. This guy knows how to pick up the pace when it's playoffs. Now, tonight is not playoffs. Tomorrow is, but the chance that we get to see them tomorrow, watch out for Perscope. Watch out for Jared. And, well, watch out for Perscope as well, but watch out for Jared. Absolutely someone you'll be paying attention to, as Manuel won't get the redirect. Restaurant. The sidewall will be Perscope playing it in. Jared. Manialar. Off the back wall, Velocity will clear. Restaurant. Louis already up by 1, but they want that 2-goal lead reestablished. As Manialar will win this one, he's gonna play in front of him here. Restaurant, will he get back? Yes, he will. Jared to shoot. Save away. No follow-up made by Manialar. As per Scope will take it back. Challenged by his own teammate here. Miscommunication for Knights. And they're now all the way on the defensive half of the field. As Bubble Duckies will not win the play. Jared will go. Popped up. Only for Restaurant. For Scope. Jared. Manialar. Oh, he missed it completely. That was a great opportunity. But he'll go again. This one he won't miss. 2 for Manialar, and they both look so eerily similar. Right in front of the nets, giving the Bubble Duckies no chance. The number 1 team, ATS. And if they can beat the Bubble Duckies, they have every reason to be the number 1 team in Amateur Rocket League. Manialar to clear. Velocity. Jared takes the challenge. Now it's Reshiram. For Scope. Won't read this one, but it won't go on target. Scope will have it away. High scoring game so far. 2 goals for each side. Now make it 3 as Bluey will score here. And the Bubble Duckies will take the lead again. I love that little movement from Velocity. Playing it to the back wall and considering the challenge, the Bubble Duckies absolutely have outpaced 100x Knight on a couple of these plays. Hasn't been enough to beat them here, but has definitely been enough to keep them back as another infield option. Not taken for Scope, never went. Now he will go. Manialar looking for his hat trick. But it's too late. Louis has it. Now Velocity with some airborne magician plays. Jared. Wide, but it's Restaurant. 100x Knight just keeping that ball close. As here goes per Scope. Restaurant. Manialar. Looking for the net. Louis to clear. Jared. Louis got to be a little bit more careful here as it's played for Manialar. This one's on! And it's in the back of the net! He just took a chance at the goal there. He saw everybody crowding that front post and just 10-1. Reshiram wasn't ready. And it's tied again. We're guaranteed to have at least a 7th goal this game. And likely this will be the one that wins it too. As Bluey with a pinch for Scope. Looking for a player to follow. It will be Jared. Manialar having to quickly avoid that bump. Now he can take this one. Bluey was all ready for that one, but it wasn't ready for this. Manialar! Second touch stopped by Velocity as he'll get there just in time. As an overcommit, Reshiram, it's open, it is not in time. Bluey won't get there. As here goes Reshiram again. Looking to get through everyone on that play, almost did just that. Her Scope will clear. Bluey, Bubble Duckies, everybody's up. Reshiram, sent away. Jared, Velocity. Now Bluey again. This one kept up. Kept for Reshiram. That touch won't go very far. And we will go to overtime for a 2nd straight game. Whoever wins this, not only will they have a chance to be the number 1 overall seed, get an easier match tomorrow for their quarterfinals, but whoever wins this also guarantees to play tomorrow. The only team that's going to be eliminated is the team that goes 0-2. 100x Knight and Bubble Duckies would both love that. The Knight side is only 1 goal away here. But we know how the Bubble Duckies is played, and now they'll score! A miss on the defensive side, and Bubble Duckies stay in this series. Manialar didn't read it. Her Scope wasn't there in time. One mistake, costing Knight the game. The Bubble Duckies finally get their win that they've been looking for, as they're 1 game back. These teams are ready for Game 4, certainly, but Game 3, another overtime. Another bout of issues for both these sides just in dealing with each other. Reverse sweep potential here for the Bubble Duckies. It is if they're able to get it done. Game 4 now. The Bubble Duckies looking to start that reverse sweep hopes, and, well, they are off to a decent start. But they are not even done just yet. They've still got a lot more to do. Game 4 now, and the 100X Knights. Again, they'll be playing it in round 3 against K2 Chaos. Bubble Duckies will be playing in round 2. They'll be playing right after this against Chaos as well. They're already off to a great start. That's a great shot from Bluey. And it's an early strike as well. Bubble Duckies on the board. Seven seconds in. Bubble Duckies already up by 1, but their leads have not exactly persuaded Knight to give up at any time soon. Feels like you take a lead against Knight, they only come back at you harder! And they'll do just that! What a strike from First Scope! But really, it's not even the strike that does it, it's the bump in front. Manular. Oh, sorry, it's... No one actually, I thought someone bumped Bluey, I think someone did, but... I think it was actually First Scope on... Or was it... No, it was Jared, I think, who got him on the bump. Slowed him down just enough. All that Knight needs to score. Now up the kickoff, or Scope will take the ball away. Infield option is Jared. This one will not work very well as Velocity. Flip reset. I actually didn't get it there. There'll be a chance that will start the offense for the Bubble Duckies, although I'm sure they would have liked more. As a bump here, what a bump! Manular gets in the way! And per Scope will take it gladly. Well, he had a piece of this, but not enough. He got taken out by Manular. Knights' hopes just end the series here in their favor right now, but in this Bubble Duckies team, they will score again. I do not doubt that. Oh, the Knights will look for another. They'll get it too. Well, if the Bubble Duckies score again, it won't make a difference now. They're down 2 as Perscope just sends it. It was awkwardly played, and I really don't know. The Bubble Duckies all rotated ball side there, and at lower rank levels, that's usually an issue. At higher rank levels, it oftentimes isn't, but it can still create problems when you're not ready to challenge. That was a quick challenge for Knight, too. He gave Bubble Duckies no chance to respond as... Oh, Jared won't read this one. He got chased out by a Velocity. Perscope wins the challenge. Manular now. Oh, cleared up the corner. Was able to make top 32 in the last... In a open qualifier. I believe he did it with Perscope. Just to give you an idea of how good this 100X Knight roster is. To make top 32 in our LCS. This one, Velocity will score. Well, the Bubble Duckies are 1 goal back in it. As infield of this first shot from Restaurant, so strong. Not really much of a chance for Knights to clear it to the side, and it was straight at them. On defense, players usually expect the shots to go away from them. It means that when you get that save, it's easier to clear. You can use its momentum to send it to the corner and away from danger. That is straight at the Knight defense. Something that they generally aren't nearly as prepared for. That's a awkward play for Perscope. Will get away from Velocity, but not away from Restaurant. Bluey. Jared's whiffed. Manular on no boost here. Knight is running on fumes at this point. There's Restaurant again. Perscope, the only one with boost, has to go. As it's cleared away. Velocity. Manular. Restaurant. Jared to clear. And he's got time. He's got a flip. He's got a net in front, but he's got Bluey standing in the way. As here goes Manny as well. Double tap. This one's just high. Jared hit it away. Oh, that would have been a guaranteed 2-goal lead. But Jared, not knowing he had a teammate behind him, clears it away from the net. Knight still hold it, but that's a big chance wasted. And it's still a 1-goal difference. 2 minutes to go. Bluey. Perry to clear. Another clear. Another play for Jared. This one kept up in the air. Knights trying to swarm it here and look for that 2-goal lead again to really put the pressure on the Bubble Duckies late. A 1-goal lead, you know the Bubble Duckies can come from that. 2 goals though, with how little time is left and how well Knight can play defense, could be very tough for them to make happen. But a demo, velocity! Oh, it's on the line, and it's cleared away by Jared! Pressure on, Scope sends it away! That ball was halfway in the net, and still kept wide! Louis finds Restaurant, Manny Allure to the back wall. For Scope, clears it, Bluey, Jared, Bluey again, Manny Allure to clear. As here goes Restaurant, 30 seconds to go. And Bubble Duckies know this is it. Knights on match point. As it's pinged up high, Scope wins the challenge. Jared, back wall, double save away. Scope again. That is played for Bluey, but he'll leave it for Velocity. Manny Allure. 10 seconds now, Bubble Duckies need everything they can to go down the field. As Bluey, Manny Allure clears, Velocity is up, no time left for the Bubble Duckies, as Jared grounds this one, Knight take the win. We won the series, 100x Knight. And they are now they have now guaranteed themselves a spot in the top 8 and are one step closer to winning out the group and getting that high seed. The Bubble Duckies, they've proven themselves in this match. They can absolutely beat Knight, but being able to beat Knight and actually beating Knight are two different things entirely here. That will be a major 3-1 victory here. But X Knights are one step closer to winning out their group here, as that is again round 1 action. Reminder that that's only the first of 3 matches tonight. We'll have KCG Chaos Bubble Duckies next to end up night for the Bubble Duckies, and then Knight will take on KCG Chaos in the final match of the night to see if they'll win out their group or not. The Bubble Duckies as well, because they've lost, if they lose again, they're out of the tournament. So the pressure really is on them to perform their next match, because if they don't win, their run is over just like that. It is not a very nice format for teams if you don't have a good day. Knight's definitely going to be facing that pressure. What a great night so far here. What a great amount of action. And again, it's only our first of 3 matches. We're in for a good night of action here, and we're in for some good matches. For now, though, again, we've got a lot more action to go to, but credit to Knight, and good at where things do. It was not Jared's best performance, but Manny Allure really stepped up. For now, though, we'll be getting things sorted out here. Get our next match with the Bubble Duckies. We'll be taking on KCG Chaos. So they're one of two teams with KCG in this one. We're in for another great best of 5, but again, we're going to be starting every match on the hour, so we're going to be going to a bit of a break here. When we come back, we'll have round 2 for you all, another best of 5. Reminder that there are 4 different streams happening right now. There's my stream, there's the Careless official stream at twitch.tv/carelessofficial. Maxine and Voice Guy are also streaming. They're part of Cross Progression League. Maxine at Maxine0_O and Voice Guy at Voice Guy V. So again, show support to all of them. They'll be live with various different groups of action. And by the end of it, we'll be recapping what has happened throughout the night. For now, though, we're going to be going to a break. When we come back, we will have your next match right to you. KHG Chaos and the Bubble Duckies. We'll see you then. Welcome back to the Amateur Rocket League Champions Cup number 3. I'm Sporty OC. If you were watching us earlier, you got to see on the next night take down the Bubble Duckies in the first round of action. We take a look at our bracket here, and specifically our group, I apologize. Things haven't really changed too much, obviously, with the 100x Knights win. 100x Knight now take the lead in the group, and the Bubble Duckies are now relegated to 3rd. The Bubble Duckies only have one more chance left to guarantee their spot in the top 8, and that chance is here. They must take down KCG Chaos to get there. And boy, what a tough match it will be to take on Chaos. This is a Chaos team that, while they have had their various success in the Sun Tournament Series, as we've seen in the past, most recently in the Pinnacle Cup, making a top 8 run and almost taking on Shawnee State University to make top 4. They are not playing for ATS this tournament. They are playing for CPL, the Cross Progression League, a league that they themselves have been dominating ever since it first started. KCG Chaos will be coming in this matchup, take on the Bubble Duckies, and I think it's going to be a very tough match for Chaos here. They've got a very tough group ahead of them. These are some very good opponents that they have to play against. Bubble Duckies and 100x Knights. Even though Chaos are listed as the favorites in this matchup, based on overall team seeding, I think the Bubble Duckies, are who many consider the best team in this matchup by comparison. But we'll have to wait and see here. There's still going to be a tough match for the Bubble Duckies, and KCG Chaos are a team that are pretty good at winning against teams, even teams that might be ranked above them. They're a team that can do that. They're definitely a team that can create their fair share of upsets. Again, taking Shawnee State to Game 7 is a pretty impressive feat, considering the only team that was able to beat them during that during that season was 100x Knight. They went to Game 6, so this KCG Chaos team can't keep up with anybody they play against. So it'll just be an important match for them to get used to. Hopefully get things started in just a few moments here, but we're not the only one who are running a match right now, as we've got a ton of other action around the league here. As soon as I can get everything pulled up. But yeah, we have a ton of other action around the league here. If we go to Group B, they are currently streaming Swenix Esports versus Team Fortnite. That match is on, I believe that's on Maxine's stream. Yeah, CPL 2, that's Maxine's stream. And, the other CPL match will be in Group D. That one is KC Aura and Slav Command. Slav Command looking to stay alive in this tournament with a win. Yeah, we're looking forward to some pretty good matchups here. Whereas KRLS, who themselves just came off of a field sweep for Justice for Solo, now get to see Team Evil Vagabond, who just got swept, take on Shawnee State University. Yeah, we're in for a good time here. We're in for a great match. We're going to see some great competition here as well. Get things ready in a few minutes. Seems like both these teams are going to be here in just a few minutes. Seems like they might be running a bit late. And for once, it's not tech issues. If anybody who knows Chaos, you know this team is notorious for having tech issues. They do not have tech issues today, apparently. They've got some other problem happening, so we will get things sorted out in just a moment. But we get things underway here. Have things started in just a few minutes. With, again, KCG Chaos and the Bubble Duckies. Now, if the Bubble Duckies do lose, things are going to get very awkward for KCG Chaos because... things will not get awkward for Chaos. They'll guarantee a spot in that final bracket. Well... But what I will say, though, is that if Chaos loses this match, things get a little bit more interesting. If the Bubble Duckies win, we might see a three-way tie in this group, in which case... it will be determined by game differential, based on who will go through to the top 8s, and that means if you're going to win these matches, you got to win these matches nicely. For Knight, winning in Game 4 hugely important for them. They don't have to go to Game 5. The game differential is a little better because of it. And for Bubble Duckies, it's a little bit worse. Especially for a team like Bubble Duckies, who, again, have just lost. Game differential is going to be hugely important for them. They've got to make sure that they perform well, or else they could be in some real trouble. Even if they win this series, they could still be in some trouble. Because even if they win this matchup, they don't get to play next. They don't decide their entire fate here. KCG Chaos do play again later against the 100X Knight in round 3. So, these teams, I mean, for the Bubble Duckies, even winning here does not guarantee them a spot in that top 8. Again, we'll hopefully get things started in just a few moments here, as KCG Chaos and the Bubble Duckies will be our next match on the docket. Again, so many great matches happening around this league, so many great people. By the end of the night, we will be showing you what's happening around the league and hopefully how all these groups have ended up. Depends on how long our third match will go, but if it does take a while, we'll be able to show you who has made it top 8. If not, you'll see a post on our social media, ATSRL on X, or just on our Discord server. Join us as well. Our link is on our Twitter. Join our Discord server, get involved, and join the action. Maybe in the future, you'll be part of the Champions Cup when we do it again. But, yeah, we're getting ready for a great match here. KCG Chaos with their first match of the evening. One of two KCG teams in this bracket. In fact, they're the only org that actually has more than one team in this tournament. And KCG Chaos in Group A, and KCG Aura in Group D. Aura right now, again, playing at Sloth Command. They're the only org with 2 teams in this bracket. Find out with a couple other orgs. 135 Esports are here. Serenix Esports, Golden Hour Esports, Shawnee State, Team Evo, Sloth Squaw. All these orgs in this tournament battling for that spot. In fact, what's interesting is that for all the teams that got invited that have an org, all of them are from both ATS and CPL. KRLS is the only org that is the only inviter who actually have none of their teams as part of an organization, at least from what I can tell. So kind of a fun little fact there. Still, I gotta give credit to the KRLS teams. There's some very good teams that are playing for them. And there's some very good groups as well, as we'll be getting things started in just a few moments. We'll take a look at our lineups a little bit again here. We are waiting. Again, reminder, 100X Knight are waiting. They'll be playing in round 3, which is an hour from now. Winner of that if they wins that next match that they play against KCG Chaos, they'll be leading this group. For KCG Chaos, and again, a win here guarantees themselves a spot in the playoff bracket. For Bubble Duckies, a win here doesn't guarantee anything, but it does mean that it's all on KCG Chaos to win their next match. Get things started in just a few moments. We'll get things underway in, again, just hopefully a minute or two, as everybody is waiting. Again, we're in it's gonna be a fun matchup, that's for certain, as sounds like everybody will be joining now, so we'll actually get our match started here. Again, I promise, everybody being here is something that they did tell me about, so this is not unplanned, that's for certain. As Ant, Brock, and Taku are up in KCG Chaos with their actual starting roster here. So often we see them with Vel, who's their sub. Tonight they will not be playing with Vel, they'll be playing with their 3 starters. Although again, credit where credit's due, Vel's a very good player, so I don't think I wouldn't be too worried for Chaos even if they were playing with Vel, they're so used to him. And outside the Bubble Duckies, we'll get them in here. Bluey, Reshiram, as well as Velocity. And top 8, resting somewhat in the balance here. Again, we'll just have to wait a little bit. They should be here any moment, though. I mean, they were here last round, so I doubt the Bubble Duckies have just left. That's not something that they'd be doing. They're probably... Actually, I think... You know what I think they're doing? I think they're probably in a scrim or something. And I don't blame them if the scrims maybe bled over a little bit. We'll get the players in and just... We'll get... Hopefully they'll be here in just a minute. As, you know what? There they are. It did bleed a little bit in, but we're back. And we're ready, so let's get things going here. Retaking the orange is the Bubble Duckies. HG Chaos now on the blue. Again, representing the Cross Progression League in this group. They are, I believe, the number 2 ranked team for CPL. To make a run to that top 8 bracket. Here we go, let's get things underway. As the Bubble Duckies look pretty good against Undernext Snyder, they can bring that same kind of intensity. You think they have a very good chance of beating Chaos and making this group a little bit more interesting. As a little bit of an awkward play starting off, Bluey will not get very far, and yes, KC Chaos team, very, very rotationally based. It's a team that has very good chemistry and that you're going to have to focus on as this night continues, especially with their starting roster. These three know each other very, very well. They've been teammates for I don't know how long, but long enough that they've essentially been teammates longer than I can remember, as they'll get chances here. It all will go wide as Brock off the ceiling, cleared away by Bluey. Will be played for Ant as this one. Left midfield for Takua. Bluey. Takua got bumped! Oh, it's gonna go on target. Credit for credit's due. Love that little creativity from Ant. You don't see a pool shot very often at high-level Rocket League, but anything that you can do to catch the Bubble Duckies off guard will be to your advantage. As back wall kept away by Ant. They'll clear it out. Besharam. Takua trying to chase this one down, but it's Besharam again. Great save for block. Velocity also blocked by Brock. That Chaos defense coming into good use here early on in this game, but that defense can only hold on for so long. They've got to get out of their half at some point and make things happen. As maybe this is it. Velocity just own gold. It's going to go in his net. What a weird start to the series. And wins the challenge, and Velocity taken out by Takua, ran right into that one. And I mean, Chaos will take it. They're not exactly going to get a lot of plays on offense, but with the way they're playing right now, they're not going to get a lot of offense, but that goal will only serve to help them. As another goal. Besharam has it. And KCG Chaos have met an answer now, as it's Bubble Duckies again on offense, and they're going to look to keep that offense going. Won't get very far with it. Takua, back wall, Besharam is on it. They'll clear this one away. As Brock. As Velocity, back wall, double tap. What a great save for Brock. It's still in front of the net here. As it's Besharam. Up he goes. He's got the boost. He's got the shot. He's got the goal. And the Bubble Duckies marching right back. Three minutes to go. ACG Chaos plays it across. Ant saved away by Velocity. Now it's Takua. Brock gonna drop this one down. Bluey to clear. Takua off the sidewall. Bluey will challenge. And here goes Brock again. He'll keep this one away. Chased down by Besharam. And the Bubble Duckies just trying to keep up with the KCG Chaos team, who themselves, again, are not taking too many risks upfield. Down by one, that won't help them very much, but if this team can grab a lead, that defensive nature that they like to play with will absolutely be to their benefit. Although meeting quite a challenge here, the Bubble Duckies have kept them back for now. Takua, Esheron, with some time, will be challenged by Ant. Brock, velocity to clear. Bluey with a race to the play. Takua will win this one. And up goes Ant for the follow-up. Corner. Takua. Low it in! Oh, it's a perfect play! And it's a great play from Takua. With the eye options covered, the low option was really the only one he could go for. And KCG Chaos tie this game at 2. As it's the Bubble Duckies who will march upfield. As here goes Velocity. That's a great pass! No doubt about it! No chance to stop it! That is pure perfection and an assist from Velocity. That makes Reshiram's job so easy. And he won't miss from there. Takua, flicked, Louie. Oh, he missed it! Velocity jumps in to save. Bubble Duckies will get out of danger here. As it's Reshiram, Ant with the challenge. Velocity, oh, he's played it the wrong way. Nobody's home. Bluey will get there. He was completely out of position. It's a race back. Now he's found Reshiram. This one's cleared out by Ant. As Brock won't have it. Bubble Duckies go up by 2. Up the bar and played up high. A light touch from Velocity, who has done a perfect job at setting up his teammates. Playing away from the dunk. He knows that's what Chaos is jumping for. He plays it light, he plays it low. Well, sorry, he plays it above them. He plays it high here, and he plays it away from Chaos. And just intelligent plays here for the Bubble Duckies, having to get around such a tough defense. As Velocity plays to the side. Bluey. Reshiram in support. As this one challenged by Takua. Velocity again. Challenged by Brock as... I think I made a mistake earlier. I think I said Chaos was the number 2 team in CPL. They're actually the number 3 ranked team in a CPL this tournament. They're the 3rd seed. I had to remind myself that, actually. Because there's 2 KCG teams here and I always mix them up. The number 2 team is KCG Or, who again are playing in Slav Command right now in Group D. You can see that match on the stream ran by Voice Guy V. As Reshiram redirects. Ant to clear. Brock. 10 seconds to go here. KCG Chaos. Waiting on the play, but it will be Takua with no boost left, and the Bubble Duckies with a lead that is insurmountable with no time remaining. They'll look for one more in this game, but we'll see if they get it. For now, though, Game 1 will go to the Bubble Duckies. And they will at least be off to a solid start here. Game 1 will be for the Bubble Duckies, and again, with how things are going, if they don't win this series, their time is over. And hey, that's only the start of this series. We still have a lot more to go to here. As here we go into game number 2. Bubble Duckies will be happy with a solid start. But doing well in this tournament does not rely on just having a good start. As for now, Bubble Duckies happy with a game 1 performance like that, able to really outplay that defense. As Velocity trying to find an outplay here. Be kept away, and for KCG Chaos to win this match, defense will not be everything for them. Their defense played well. They just couldn't get any offense to go with it. And if you can't get offense, you put so much pressure on your back line to handle things. But if this team's going to be successful, they've got to keep plays upfield. Easier said than done, but against the Bubble Duckies, you can't rely on saving everything they have. As Musty flick for Reshaw, the reset as well will be kept down by Brock as here goes Blue. He's got both defenders a jump, and it's a wide open net for Velocity. Everybody pulled in by Bluey. Gets the bump as well. I think he actually took out Ant with the bump on Brock too. Whatever it is, it leaves the net open and Velocity won't mind. As Ant to flick it away. He'll hold on to this one. As Restaurant gets the block. Takua. Brock again. He'll win this challenge. This one pinched down in front of the net. Now goes Ant. Bluey to clear. Brock airborne. It will be an open net for Bluey. Everybody pushed up for Chaos, and again, all of them being drawn into this first challenge. Now it's Velocity who had it. And again, everybody pulled in. They're not paying attention to what's happening around them here. And when you draw yourself in like that, you leave that net open. But as easy as they come for Bluey, the Bubble Duckies off to a much better start than they had in Game 1. As Bluey again will be played by Takua. Brock without any boost. Resharam plays it back to Bluey. Takua won't have it. Ant will be waiting as it's Velocity challenged by Ant. And here goes Resharam. Brock. Great first touch. A few more to go as Bluey wins the challenge. Ant again. Case to Chaos, no goals yet this game. Not much on offense to speak of either. They have had very few opportunities and even fewer shots. Bubble Duckies side knows how to keep their play going, knows how to keep moving around the nets, and knows how to take the boost away from Chaos. And more importantly, starving them out of opportunities as another big clear from Brock will be handled by Resharam. Bluey now gets around Takua. Brock chasing it, but he will not get back easily. It hits the crossbar anyways. As it played in front for Takua. Bluey takes advantage of that heavy first touch, will force Brock back. Ant to clear, Brock to follow. Ant again, one-on-one with Resharam. Gonna play for his teammates to get some boost at this point, but they haven't found a lot of room. The Bubble Duckies lead by 2. Gonna make it free. Save in front, cleared away. Everybody commit for Chaos, and nobody has any boost now. Resharam. Ant pushed out. Brock's taking the boost, and he's taking the ball with him. 2 minutes left in this game, and Chaos still no goals yet. Ant looking for the infield option. It will be waiting there as Brock, but it's Bluey to challenge, and Velocity to clear again. Double commits will be kept up by Takua. Brock now winning on the play. He's missed it. It's open, and it's Ant to score. Whiffed in the midfield by Velocity. And KSG Chaos, they find ways to keep games close, even when you think they're out of it. And it's Takua again. Looking for that tying goal. He'll put one on that will only serve to test Velocity. Brock. Unable to get any more. We'll find the bump. And chasing it down. This one just being left in the corner. Chaos can't challenge here. They won't win in this play. Now they can. 2 have commits. Velocity will hold. Brock's out of position. Ant's been outplayed there. No chance for Chaos to win the challenge. That they'll just have to look for a clear. Takua to the corner. Demo behind on Brock. Velocity. Bluey, that's above the net. Restaurant will go for the challenge, but a bit too slow. Here goes Velocity. Won't read it. Chaos will keep it back for now, as here goes Brock. Bumped out, still going, looking to take away Bluey. Now Velocity's been bumped. Takua doesn't have the boost to play. Restaurant. Takua again. And whiffed on it, 10 seconds left. Chaos has been playing this last 45 seconds in their own half, as Velocity just plays it midfield. Any chance left for Chaos will rely on them taking the ball away. Velocity on target, and in the back of the net. Two games now guaranteed for the Bubble Duckies. And now only one away from sweeping KCG Chaos and giving themselves a great opportunity to make it in that final bracket. And what a showing so far for the Bubble Duckies, after having lost that last match, really looking to rebound heavily. So far, they're on a good start and a good spot. But the pressure is still on, the questions are still there. KCG Chaos have it in them. Bubble Duckies are one game away from at least guaranteeing they'll have a chance to make that final bracket. Okay, so Chaos, a loss here means they've got to win that next series, or else they are the ones eliminated. As a play up the corner will be Restaurant to straight. That one is just away as Takua played up by Velocity, who will leave it for Bluey. And it's there. And actually, that extra touch from Velocity only made things a little slower. If he doesn't get that touch, I think Bluey has a better chance at jumping early and beating KCG Chaos in the play. That extra touch only serves to slow things down, and actually that doesn't really help that much in the situation that you are in if you are this Bubble Duckies side. But what really helped the last game was that early start. KCG Chaos do well when they're leading. They don't do as well when they're behind. There's a team that sits further back, and now they've been taken out! They won't have a good start in Game 3! A blind side on Brock. Absolutely killed by Restaurant. No, not by Restaurant. By Bluey. And the Bubble Duckies score first in Game 3. Nothing guaranteed yet, but his early start will put the pressure on Chaos, and that's pressure that they really would rather not have right now. And pitched back to Brock. He's been taken out now. Restaurant looking for players to take down as a pass across to Bluey. No chance to shoot, but he'll go anyways as Takua shuts him down. Restaurant, no boost. He'll communicate that to Bluey, who will take the dribble. Reset up high. Takua to save. And KCG Chaos play it out as here goes Restaurant. Resets. Plays it! Oh, it's beautiful! Restaurant! I mean, that is how you do a flip reset. There is no doubt about it. And if you can hit a flip reset as good as he can, there's no chance your defenders stop it as long as you do things right. And the Bubble Duckies making Chaos really consider if this is their tournament or not. Oh, what a redirect though. Saved by Restaurant, who's waited in the net for that one. As it's Bluey to Restaurant. That one just wide. And Brock will clear it away. Now goes Velocity. He's got an open chance to look at. Saved by Ant. Brock will prevent Bluey from the follow. And it's Restaurant again. Bluey. Velocity. Takua. Brock to save. Bluey now. Ant's waiting for it, but it is the Bubble Duckies who stay on the play as it's Takua to the corner. Now Takua midfield. Ant on the redirect. It's Bluey. Plays it upfield. It's Ant again. Bluey. Velocity. Brock to shoot. This one is a little high. Missed by Velocity. No one there to shoot though. Chaos all left. No chance to capitalize. This game stays as such. A 2-0 lead for the Bubble Duckies. And a 2-0 lead for the series. Pressure on. Second touch. That's almost on target there. Brock didn't even go for it. He didn't have a chance. As Bluey's gonna score. What a start for Reshiram though. My goodness, that almost hit the net. And without anyone defending it, that would have been in. Bubble Duckies looking to get things done the more mechanical way. As it's Brock. No chance in that second touch. Will be played to Takua. Midfield is Ant. Pressure on the challenge. Takua will keep things airborne. He'll play it off of Bluey. Brock. That's a great read, but not a hard one for Velocity to handle. And again, Brock across the goal. Played for Takua. Two players commit for the Bubble Duckies, and HG Chaos have a little bit of room to work with, but only a little bit though. They've got to make things happen. That net's open, and Takua puts it in. There is still hope for KCG Chaos. It'll rely on them scoring 2 more times in this final minute, but that is something that can happen for KCG Chaos, and absolutely something that they can do. As Bluey takes the skies, it's Takua. Will be pushed back by Velocity. Brock now will take this one. Midfield is Reshiram. Bluey wants a big demo as well. Bubble Duckies with some room, but HG Chaos, another big takeaway. Ant. Bluey to the back wall. Brock to clear. Reshiram. Again, just keeping things away. The more this ball is in this blue half, the less chance it is for Chaos to come back. As here goes Velocity. Looking for one more. That's up the post, and it's kept out, but even more time ticking up that clock. As Brock, denied by Reshiram through the midfield. Here goes Ant. Just sending one upfield. He'll follow. No shot here. Takua up in the air with one last chance, but it's denied by Bluey. And the Bubble Duckies will win the series in a sweep. This group has now gotten a lot more interesting. The Bubble Duckies go 3-0 and put the pressure on Chaos in round 3. Three games to none. Chaos now have the pressure here because they got to take on Knight next, and taking on Hunter next Knight, their hopes of staying in this tournament rest on them winning. A lot of pressure on them to perform. Sure, they're hoping that pressure won't get the better of them, that they'll be able to play in the top 8 tomorrow, but to do so, they'll have to beat Knights, and they'll have to beat them well. As for now, though, we'll be going to another quick break here. Our next series will be Hunter x Knight KHG Chaos, our last match of the evening. It will be round 3 of our Group A matchups. And it'll determine if Knight do win out the group, or if KHG Chaos can find a way back in this thing or be eliminated. We're going to go to an intermission very, very soon. When we come back, it'll be the last match of the night. Hunter x Knight and KCG Chaos. We'll see you then.
blinked and you were gone again. 2 years flash before my eyes. Back when you said we're never gonna get that far, drinking together in a nameless bar. I thought the same, but here we are. But I knew that I could never give you all, waiting for my real life to wake me up. I'm out dreaming, hoping you'll tell me I'm wide awake, 'cause I've been waiting on forever for this feeling, knowing together we'll find a way to keep holding on forever.
in mind.
I've been looking for a way out, running around with my head down, my pride in the ground. They told me I was only burden bound. Now I walk the line on the higher ground, my pride in the clouds, while they keep running in circles. While they keep running in circles. While they keep running in circles.
Welcome back to the Amateur Rocket League Champions Cup number 3. I'm Spotty FC. You're joining us here on the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream, and we've got one more match out of Group A for all of you who are watching. So far, through 2 rounds, we have seen 100X Knight take down the Bubble Duckies in a 4-game series, and then Bubble Duckies most recently sweeping KCG Chaos to put the pressure on them. For KCG Chaos, this is it for them. They've got to perform well, or else their run could be over. Knights are the team right now battling for that spot at the top of their group. Game differential will be the difference maker for both these teams. Actually, I initially said Knight was actually going to be guaranteed a spot. They are not guaranteed a spot right now, even with their win in round 1, because they had a +2 game differential. If they were to be swept by Chaos, Chaos would take the group. So for Chaos, hope relies in them sweeping 100X Knight, which, with the way that Knight's playing tonight, is not exactly going to be easy for them. But you gotta get it done. You gotta get done what you gotta get done here. The road for Chaos is not an easy one here. Around the league, Group B, which is Maxine's stream, Maxine0_O, with GHG Goldstar Strategics Esports. That is for a spot in the top 8. There's Facello Shonen State battling for their top spot in their group on the Careless official stream. And then Voice Guy V with Peces and Lapicera and KCG Aura battling for the top spot in their group. So we've got a lot of great matches still here to go. But for us, we've got 100X Knight and KCG Chaos. KCG has already guaranteed 1 team in that top 8 in KCG Aura. Chaos's run, though, a whole lot tougher. They've got a lot to do here, and they've got to get a win here. And again, more than that, they've got to get a little bit more than just a win to guarantee that spot, because that first tiebreaker is game differential. Chaos is in a tough position here. They can't get that win. They're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. We'll get things started in just a few moments here. But again, Knights taking on Chaos in our last best of 5 of the evening. In our battle to see what team really is the best in Amateur Rocket League so far as well when it comes to leagues and teams that are guaranteed. Careless, I believe, have already guaranteed 3 teams in this final bracket. Bubble Duckies being another team that's likely to guarantee as well. I think actually they're guaranteed as well. So Careless is gonna have all 4 of their teams in that top 8. For ATS, we'll see how that. It's actually CPL who's having the most issues, though, because they've already got 2 teams eliminated. If Chaos loses, they'll be eliminated as well. The only team that have... and if GHG Gold Stars also lose, they are eliminated, too. So, CPL is the one that has the least number of teams guaranteed. An ATS CPL battle for who will take the last 4 spots in that top 8. As, again, we'll hopefully get things sorted out in just a few moments. Wait for both these teams to join on in. But again, we've got a great night of action so far. We've got a great match ahead for all of you. 100X Knights and KCG Chaos. I mean, with how what we saw the last match, though, you know, that was Knight playing against a team that they didn't know so well. They know this Chaos team pretty well. These teams have played against each other in ATS a lot. In fact, last season. And did they play each other last season at all? I don't think they did, actually. They did actually play each other last season. They played each other in the regular season. I believe, if I check that result, how did that match go? Knight did sweep Chaos back then in ATS Season 4. They also played KCG Chaos. They actually, I believe they played them twice. They played them in the final bracket where they swept them in the semifinals, and in the regular season, Knight played KCG Chaos I believe they played them rather late in the season. Yeah, they played them, and that was actually the one time they lost, and it was in a Game 5. So far for Chaos, they are 1-2 against Knight, and the only one they've had is the one when the teams first met each other. They have not won their last 2 matchups. Knight, though, again, considering this is the new Knight roster, have been pretty solid against KCG Chaos. Considering that they want to be in that top spot, that they haven't exactly guaranteed their placement outside of the groups just yet, they really want that win. Bubble Duckies will also be watching this matchup, because there is a decent chance that they could get that #1 seed if things don't go well for... If the Knight loses and Chaos do make it, Bubble Duckies will be the #1 seed out of this group. For now, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll get things started in just a moment here. Everybody is joining on in. At least KCG Chaos are joining in. I've heard that... I did get a message with Knight, though. Apparently they're having some issues So we'll hopefully get them in the lobby in a few minutes. And I do have a sub, though, in Crypto. I know they've played with him before. So that could be a possibility here. If things do get worse for them, they may be able to pull their sub in for this matchup. Obviously not a very good position to be in if you're Knights. You don't want to play with your sub in a match as important as this one. Hopefully it doesn't go to that, but we'll just have to see. Now we are waiting on Knights, but last match of the evening. So many other great matches. Again, big shout outs, by the way, before we get into this one, to the Crust for Aggression League and the Creel Hockey Rock League series for revitalizing this Champions Cup. Without them, we wouldn't be running this. It's absolutely a dream come true for me, at least, hoping that see this Champions Cup revitalized again. We kind of have been on a path recently of a lot of old tournaments coming back into the Ascent Tournament series, as my hair is having a fun time back there. Champions Cup being the latest tournament. We also, again, brought back the Paradise Cup, and we'll be bringing it back again later this offseason in the first weekend of October. Sign-ups for that will be open soon, as well as our Knockout Cup. Now, this is a new one-time tournament as well. We do have a new one-time tournament in our ATS Crack Gaming Knockout Cup. That one will be a $50 tournament where it's all best of ones and single elimination. That is next Friday. Sign-ups are open in our server. Go join the server. Click on the start.gg link that corresponds to that tournament and sign up for the Knockout Cup. We'll be streaming that on this channel as well. So a lot of stuff being streamed here. We're going to be a lot more active this off-season as we prepare for ATS Season 6 and beyond. There's a lot of good things coming, I promise all of you. As we'll get into this series momentarily. But again, we'll hopefully get things going in just a few moments here. Seems like both these teams actually might be having issues, because Chaos said they would join and then they haven't. So I think they're also having some tech issues, or whatever it is. They're probably, it's not a tech issue. I bet it's just one of them. Having a little whoopsie moments. As there we go. Now Chaos are in the lobby. And it is the same three players, Ant, Taco, and Brock. Again, we'll be waiting on Knight. Hopefully they'll be here in just a few minutes. As again, they said that they had some major issues. Again, they do have a sub in Crypto that they can play with. We'll just have to wait and see how things go here. Did show up a little bit late, so hopefully we'll get Knight to join us in just a moment. Because again, if they don't show up, they would be out of this tournament by game differential, which, for all intents and purposes, obviously, I'm hoping that they do show up, because I'd like to see this match actually happen. Have to wait a little bit here for them. As there we go. Hopefully we'll keep in contact with Knight. They should be here in a few minutes. But this is the last match of the evening. We'll quickly take a look at how our group looks here for the Amateur Rocket League Group A. Again, Hunter X Knight, Bubble Duckies, and Cage of Chaos, and it's a very, very tense group here. If Chaos wins, there is a chance Knight get eliminated. So Knights do not want to get swept, so they have to win at least a game to guarantee they will not be dropping down below Cage Chaos. They could still drop below the Bubble Duckies. That's another concern for them. They're only leading by a game differential of +1. They lose the series. If they lose the series by one game, they're fine. I believe they will beat the Bubble Duckies in, I believe, overall. in seeding, in initial seed, which is the next tiebreaker after game diff. If they lose by 2 or more, they drop below the bubble Duckies. If they lose by 2, they will guarantee to be over the Chaos. They will not. They will be the second seed. So, a lot of pressure on Knight here, and a lot more pressure on KSG Chaos, who themselves would like to make top 8. As we'll just be waiting a few more moments here. Hopefully we have this series happen. I am getting a little nervous here for Knight because things are definitely having their issues. But I know Knight's here, I just know that they're not all here. But yeah, it sounds like Knight's having some real problems as well, so we'll hopefully get them in the lobby here to get their series started. I know for Knight especially, they know what's at risk here if they lose this matchup. They do not want to take that. They do not want to take that because it would be it wouldn't really feel like a Champions Cup without them. But again, we'll hopefully get things started in just a moment. I do find it kind of ironic that it's Knight who's having the tech issues and it's not Chaos. When, again, if you guys know historically, Ant is known to have a really rough PC, which does have its tech issues at times. He's been fine tonight. It's not Ant. Ant's not the guilty party anymore. It's apparently it's Knight. So we'll get Knight in the lobby in just a few moments here, hopefully, as we'll get the series started. But there's a bit of an irony when it's, you know, Chaos who's not having issues and it's Knight who is having it. So that is a first for me in this one. But again, Knight did tell me about this a while ago, so we knew this was a possibility coming into this match. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to get the series started. And for Chaos, though, they'll be more than happy, though, if they get a forfeit win. It'll guarantee that they'll be the number 2 seed out of this group. Of course, I'm hoping not the outcome here. I'm hoping we do get to see this match after all. But again, for now, we'll be waiting a little bit longer here. As I'm checking. By the way, if you guys are ever seeing me check something over my shoulder, I am checking to see if the players are here. And I'm also checking to see if Knight said anything to me. So, we'll have to wait a little bit longer. That's happening again around the league. Tons of other matches as well. GG Gold Stars will be playing against Swinix Esports on Maxine's stream. They are playing for a spot in the top 8. Winner of that goes to the top 8, losers out. Joseph Vasillo and Tony State in Group C, Kit playing on the Careless official stream, and Pesos and La Pacera and KC Aura playing on Voice Guy V's stream for their spot in the top 8. Sorry, for their spot actually as a high seed in the top 8. They have already made top 8. So most of the top 8 teams have already been guaranteed at this point. We have guaranteed, was it 5 teams in the top 8 at this point? 5 teams guaranteed in the top 8 at this point. 3 more will be joining, including 2 from this group, which have not been determined just yet. So we'll give it a little bit of time here for Knight. And hopefully they will be here. Oh, you got good news from Knight. Apparently they fixed their issue, so they'll be here in a few minutes. Thank goodness. That makes me feel a lot better here. We'll get Knight to show up for this matchup. And we'll get to see them take on KC Chaos, a storied rivalry, I think, at times. Knights usually had the better of Chaos in their matches. Again, they've won 2 out of the 3 of them in ATS history. But credit to Chaos as well. They can keep things close. Although, again, the last 2 matches they played against them, they've been swept in both. This is not a match that Chaos is exactly expected to win. That's what I think makes it so interesting for Chaos. If they can win this thing, they can get a spot in the top 2 out of this group and into the top 8 in that final bracket. Still, that sweep loss to Bubble Duckies really hurt them here. They have a lot of work to do, and game differential's not even on their side at this point. But we are getting a call from Knight that they are joining in just, hopefully, a few minutes. Unless anything else happens, which I hope doesn't happen, but you never know. With Murphy's Law and all. The nice thing is, though, how late this match might be ending. We will be hopefully recapping a lot of what's happening around the league at this point when our match ends. But again, so many good matches. All 4 of these streams, by the way, will be live again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with the quarterfinals. So, of the 12 teams here, 8 of them are going to go to the quarterfinals. That is tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern Time will be the quarterfinals. We'll be live, streaming everything from the quarters to the semis to the grand finals. Join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the start of the action, 10 p.m. Eastern Time for the grand finals. And where we will crown the champion of all champions of Amateur Rocket League. And, of course, the winner of the majority of our $150 prize pool. Thank you to all the leagues who have been able to promote, and support this thing. Again, the Ascent Tournament Series, Yuhaku Rocket League Series, and the Cross Progression League. Shout out to all of them for how supportive they have been in running this tournament. We don't run a Champions Cup without other leagues, so this is always great to have other leagues support. As waiting on Knight, the Alright, again, apologies on the major delays here. I can tell you a little bit more of what happened with Knight, by the way. I think it sounded like they had a power outage with one of their players, so terrible timing for that to happen. It happened right before the match was supposed to start. So yeah, it sounded like they may just had it sounds like they had a power outage, specifically, so that's where their issues came down to. But as soon as Knight joins, we'll be getting things started. But yes, I did say things are going to take a little while here, since, again, a whole power outage means you got to reset everything. And I know for a fact, from experiencing that myself from where I lived, it takes a while to reset everything. So, yeah, again, as I said, we might be waiting a few minutes here for our first matchup. But yeah, as soon as they're here, we're good to get going. That is, again, as soon as they are here. Fortunately, again, Knight did tell me that they are joining as soon as they can, so they should be here. So again, we are going to have to wait a little bit here for them to jump in. Again, while that's happening, again, so much great action around the league. Around the leagues. This tournament itself. Again, we got a couple of off-season stuff to go on. I know KRLS and CPL, I believe KRLS has sign-ups happening right now. Alright. We're still waiting here, but... There, they're in! You know what? They just joined. As soon as I clicked off the screen, they're here. And next night have shown up now! As I mentioned already, they had some tech issues, but... we were able to get that sorted out. And now they are ready. So let's get things going here! Our final match of the evening! 100X Knights against Chaos. Chaos looking to avoid elimination from the Champions Cup. Knights looking to win out their group and play as a hide seed in that final bracket. We're back in. Historically, Knight has won this matchup. Tonight, though, could be different. It's a Champions Cup after all. And these teams have never met each other outside of an ATS league. Except for the Paradise Cup, actually. I remember they played each other then. That, I believe, ended in 4-2. And I believe Knight won all the 3v3 games in that as well. So these teams have played each other in Paradise Cup. But this isn't Paradise Cup. This is just 3v3. This favors Knight, and it already is off to a good start 13 seconds in. First goal falls for Periscope. As 100X Knight will look for another, and they're gonna get another too. Oh, it's off the post. It will stay wide as well. As Periscope playing the ball, Jared will keep this one away. And while a one-goal lead will not be enough to beat Chaos, as I mentioned again earlier, Chaos struggle the most when they're playing from behind. And they'll look to play again as this one cleared back by Ant. Off the back wall will be Brock. Jared's waiting. He'll try to take this ball away as it's Takua. The back wall, Jared is there to challenge. Anialar plays it midfield. He had an exceptional first series against the Bubble Duckies. A miss from Jared. Periscope will be next to it as 100X Knight not looking to waste any more time that they need to. Again, if they can win a game, I believe they guarantee a spot in that top 8, so hugely important for them to get there as it's pinged up the crossbar. Ant's a clear. Manialar waiting back, won't do very well. This one is just wide. And Knight stay in the lead for now, but boy, Chaos again, as expected, giving them quite some problems to deal with. As it's Jared to clear. Takua, Jared, Manialar looking for the net. It's Jared, and it's wide open for a 2-0 lead. Played midfield, capitalized on by Jared. 100X Knight up by a double. As here goes Brock. Periscope. Manialar. Played to Periscope again. Ant's waiting, but 100X Knight keep that lead for as long as they can, trying to keep Chaos back as far as they can as well. Knight, again, they know they've kind of rested their under at this point. They know that they can guarantee themselves out of this group here in just a game. They also know, though, the Bubble Duckies are waiting right behind them, and they don't want to give any reason for the Bubble Duckies to march ahead of them. Because the way it works is that whoever's second in the group and who's first in the group can't play each other in the final bracket unless they make it to the grand finals. So, for 100X Knight, if I'm them, I mean, with how close it was against the Bubble Duckies, I would want every reason to avoid playing against them in the future. At least that's just me. I don't know for Knight, maybe they want to play against them again. This Knight roster does oftentimes want to play against tougher teams, really show off against them. Maybe they really do want to play the Bubble Duckies. Whatever it is, they won't be able to play against them here. They'll be on different sides of the bracket as saved away. Jared's got this one. 100X Knight will hold onto the ball as it's Jared. No double tap here. As it is Periscope leaving it. Jared, Manialar, back to Jared. This one kept out by Takua. Periscope Stopped by Ant. And away from the corner. Oh, it's just waiting in front. Chaos will clear, but it's Jared again. For scope. Jared. Manny. Ant's there. As it's her scope again. Jared stopped by Brock. As a goal in! Oh, what a great strike for Takua! Going down the field. An own goal from Perscope, sure, but Chaos have needed anything they can get. 39 seconds, they can still come back. As Takua wins on the play, challenged by Manny! Oh, what a strike! Takua! With an unbelievable play! Oh, it bounced off a defender! No wonder it went in! 2 own goals in a row for Knights. This game is tied. And here goes Jared looking to break it. Bumped out the way. Briscoe! And Knights are back in it. Back in the lead again. Jared takes it down the field, but it's Briscoe who ends it. "26 seconds left. Manuelar flicks it. Up, down, touched by Perscope. 10 seconds to go. Chaos don't even have the ball yet. Now goes Takua to the corner. Look into the net. Can't hit this one. Perscope to clear. And Manuelar pushing the pressure on Ant. Takua will win this one. Knight take game 1, and they've guaranteed a spot in the top 8. Chaos are eliminated. Their chances of making it are now 0. But we're not done yet with this series. Game 1 done just like that. HG Chaos do not have a chance to come back anymore, but they'll be playing for their pride, that's for certain. They're not going to leave this group without at least taking someone down with them, potentially. Tonight, though, they're not out of the woods just yet. They may have won the match, but they have not guaranteed themselves the spot in the group, that spot in the playoffs they want. They want that top spot. Practically begging for it as well. Getting into game 2 momentarily here, but can say is that for a solid start. By the way, everybody, is your 1 sec. There we go. As we'll get things started in just a moment. We'll get things underway here. As it seems like everybody might be ready again. Maybe, we'll see. Seems like Chaos have now finally experienced some tech issues. So, we'll wait on them as well. We'll hopefully get this started in just a few minutes here, as it seems like everything is maybe calming down a little bit. I don't know. For everybody out there, is stream frozen? Stream's frozen on my side, by the way. Is stream frozen for all of you? I hope it isn't. Let me know. If the stream's frozen for all of you, I can try to get that fixed. If it's frozen for me, I don't know if it's frozen for you, though. It could just be me. It could just be my, my phone. Because I have my phone on the side just to check on stream and stuff, but let me know if it is frozen or anything like that. Good. Alright, it's good then. Thank goodness. Everybody ready? Everybody's ready, so that's good timing. Let's go to game 2 here. Oh, the nameplate's gone? The nameplates are gone. That's interesting. There we go. Game 2. Knight already guaranteeing spawn the top 8. Still, I don't think they want to take any game losses to Chaos in this one, as it's in their favor at this point. Still for 100x Knight. Job's not done, as that almost went in off of the redirect from Jared. Rock as Takua has the net, has just a little wide. Maniolar pinch to Ant. Jared just missed. Oh, it's on the line. My goodness, that almost went in. I think Jared may have almost owned gold there, too. Clearly, Knight have been having some issues with own goals tonight. Almost another one here for them. But it will be cleared away. And this one will bounce in midfield as Manular around the corner will still try to play this one. Brock keeps it away. Her scope. Across the field for Jared. Knight is there to the ceiling, not able to hit the ground. Here goes Manular. Pesco! Saved by Annie as he rolls across the goal line. It's still in front of the net there. Chaos have only avoided it for a while. Knights go again. Manular is waiting. Shots always hit it wide of the net. As Jared going again. 100x Knight is there and waiting. Rock. Manular. Still Manny! It is off the post and it's still out! So many opportunities, still nothing finding it. Jared now. That one denied. As here he goes again! Oh, another play. This one does hit from Jared. And it was an absolute bombardment for Knight. And Chaos finally done by one. They've been playing so much. And 100x Knights only leading, but leading may be all they need to do. Takua, Jared and Manny both jumping. Not an easy place to be if you're Knights. As Manular holding on. Now Pesco, the reset, Jared punches it home. And another for Knight, 2-0 now in their favor. 2-0 may not be enough here. Taco almost took one off of that play up the kickoff. For Scope now again. He's got a support, but he'll just go himself. Manialar will win the challenge. Play still unfolding here for Knight, although Chaos trying to break their way out will eventually find it as Ant. Now it's Jared. Manialar doesn't have any boost here. He's got to be a little bit careful on defense. Played up the sidewall. Manny. Past Brock. It's Ant. Brock again. Oh, that's a great little pop-up play. Jared's not going to reach this one! And Takua will! Well, a big-time goal at a big-time moment. Ant will clear. Inched off around the corner. It's Brock again. Jared will win that challenge as he'll find per Scope. Off the sidewall. Per Scope again. Brock has it. And he'll get rid of it as it's upfield for Scope. Leaving it. Oh, what a touch. That one. Kept away. And next night. Looking to have a 2-0 series lead like they had in their first series of the evening against the Bubble Duckies as it's everybody up for Knight. It is Brock who's the only one back. He'll clear it away. Emanuelar gets there in time. And next Knight will get rid of it from their own defensive half. One goal separates these two at the end of game 2. As it's Brock. As infield pass, Takua! Oh, it's in! I was holding my breath for the opportunity! And it struck at the perfect time! Chaos! With a rebound! Now off the kickoff! Save by Scope! Knight's already been to 2 overtimes here. This could be number 3. Manialar won't have it! Overtime at last! And our 3rd of the evening. Jared. For Scope. Sidewall. Second touch. Left for Manialar. Saved by Pakua. Will use his boost to get away from the chasing defender. Manialar again. No boost left. Jared gets around Brock. He's gonna race to the net here as Takua's waiting. Brock is waiting. Past the Manialar. This one's gone to the corner. Now he's taken out. And Brock will hold on. Takua. Saved away. Jared. It's Ant now. And it's towards the net. For Scope will call. Manialar watching. As it's Brock who will win this one outright. Now Manialar goes. It's Taku who gets the first touch. Ant. Chaos. Got swept their last 2 times I met him. Looking to take a game win here and make life difficult for Knight. Ant will have it, but he won't have much more. For Scope to clear it away. Takua with a perfect read. It's in front of the nets. It is a play for Brock, but it will not be on target. Manialar clears. For Scope. Met by Takua. Knight not even really taking that aggressive an approach right now. You can feel that they're nervous in this series. Oh! It goes in! And Knight will lead by 2. Another own goal this series. And it's Takua who this time who's the culprit. Knight lead 2-0 in the series in the worst fashion possible. But they lead 2-0 against the KC Chaos team that even now still has their problems dealing with them. But man, that was close. An amazing comeback from this team. And Takwa, who really led this thing as well. The lifeblood of KSG Chaos. And the reason that they were able to go into overtime. Unfortunately, all that good will not make a difference. Game 3, and Knight looking to step up huge here, as we did get an update as well around the league here. Serenix Esports just swept GHG Gold Stars. So Serenix is now guaranteed a spot in the top 8, and I believe we'll see where things land afterwards, but I believe that means that GHG is eliminated as well. What night it has been here. Nightlow looking to win their series 3-0. 15 seconds down and already one in off of Jared as Takwa got bumped, couldn't make that extra touch. And waiting, arms open, was Jared. For us in Group A, it's already confirmed that Knights and the Bubble Duckies will be playing in the final bracket. With this 2-0 lead, I also believe Knight is also guaranteed now the #1 spot in their group. Clearly, they want to win this matchup, but I believe they're also guaranteed the #1 overall spot, so the Bubble Duckies will be #2 out of Group A. I believe they'll be playing against the #1 team out of Group D, I want to say. I believe is who they play against in the semi-final, in the quarterfinals. As a shot for Brock! And a tie game again! Man, this Chaos team finding ways to push Knight back, finding ways to really take advantage of Knight's over-eagerness to get out of defense. As Jared, challenging jump by Ant will be Takua up next. Ant bumped. As here goes Manuelar. Takua for Scope. Will play the challenge as here goes Brock up in the air. Looking for the play against Jared. The Scope. Everybody jumping. Manuelar has to wait as Ant can shoot. He'll play for the pass instead. Great recognition from Jared, not playing the goal line, instead playing for the pass and playing for the interception. They'll save Knights a likely play where Chaos can score from that position. And now allows his team to get upfield. The Scope leaves it. No options here as now goes Jared. That's an amazing first touch. He's still got to play in front. Manuelar hits the post. And Ant has this one. One-on-one with Perscope. Looking for the bump. He won't get it. Perscope never gave him a chance. And Hunter X Knight will see to it. This ball is sent away. Perscope across his Manuelar. He'll take the play off of Brock. Now he got the bump. Missed by Jared. It was an open net. And Knights will keep on searching. This bounce favors Perscope. Favors for the dribble. Favors towards the nets. Brock is waiting. As Jared, Manuelar. Brock the only one back. He doesn't have boost. Perscope. It is in. Splits the defense in half. Hunter X Knight up again. And by the time they took the shot, Ant and Takwa with a real threat. But they hit the back corner. And they take another 1-goal lead. Manuelar, what a play up the kickoff. Look at a pick on him. Brock. It is Perscope. And it's a 3-1 advantage for Knight. Manuelar never leaving. Never giving it. Knight finding themselves that much closer to a 3-0 sweep to win the evening. Not only guarantee their spot in that top 8, but do it against a consistent common foe. Last 2 times they played Chaos, they swept them. That was in ATS season. Last 2 times they played Chaos in 3v3 only. It was ATS Season 6 regular season. Sorry, Season 5 regular season. We don't have Season 6 yet. Season 5 regular season and ATS Season 4 semi-finals. They swept them in both of those. Last time they played him was in regular season as well. In between that, they played him in the Paradise Cup where they beat him in every single 3v3 game, if I'm not wrong. And right now, they're looking to do it again here. 4-1 in Game 3. Kinetics Knight. Good position for themselves. And realistically, I mean, at this point, you expect them to win the game at this with the way that they're playing. Actually, I'm going to quickly correct myself. They did not... Oh, that's almost in. I just got a message from someone. No, Chaos actually did not lose all their favorite games in the Paradise Cup. They won 2 of them, and it went to Game 7 when Knight was able to win the last 2 3v3 games. So, I'll stand corrected here. Knight has not swept them, and they did not win all the 3v3 games in their last Paradise Cup matchup. But what they have done is they've swept them in the last 2 seasonal matchups in the Ascent Tournament Series. For Chaos, they're playing for CPL, but unfortunately CPL will not see Chaos in that top 8. Still with a minute to go, Chaos are still hopeful that they can at least take 1 against Knight, and hopefully more afterwards. Pass across, Perscope will cut it out. Nobody left remaining, and Perscope can shoot and can score! What a perfect play! That is a very impressive shot from Perscope, although there is no one defending, so it does make it a little bit easier for himself. Still, you can't deny that was a pretty nice shot, and the regain of the 3-goal lead for 100x35. The only team playing for them in this Champions Cup as well. As Manuel are to clear, it is Brock jumping for it and scoring it too. A bit of a haphazard touch here from Manuel, who just lofts it in front of the net. That's perfect. That's a perfect place for Chaos to shoot. Missing from that range is not happening. And for Knight, 40 seconds left. Up by 2. In a good position against this Chaos roster. Jared looking for one more late goal to talk about, and it will be Jared who finds it! He played it straight to himself here. That is some incredible creativity. And it just shows you just how this team is feeling tonight for a Knight. They're carefree. They're relaxed, they're enjoying every bit of it. It always feels like we need to pair Chaos and Knight against each other. And unfortunately for Chaos, this now means in their last 3 3v3 only matchups against Knight, they have been swept every single time. And unfortunately for Chaos, this is how their tournament ends. Swept by Knight, who will now take the #1 spot in the group. 2-0 this evening for Knight. No questions asked, the 2-time Ascent Tournament Series League champions will be, again, another top contender. And with that, actually, all of our matches have now concluded. And boy, we have some interesting things to talk about here going into our final bracket. For now, though, let's take a look at our groups and how they've ended. Obviously, we saw Knight win out both their matches. They're going to take #1 spot in the group as the Bubble Duckies go second. Around the league, well, I don't have the other groups pulled up. Team Fortnite did go 2-0 in their group. Serenix, having just won their match against GH Gold Stars, are #2 in their group. Group C, with Shawnee State having just beat Justice for Solo in a Game 5 matchup. That was expected to be quite a close matchup. Justice for Solo actually #2 in their group. And then in Group D, Peces and La Pecera, having just beat KC Aura 3-1, will take #1 spot as Aura will take #2. Unfortunately for KC Chaos, JT Gold Stars, Team Evil Vagabond, and Slav Command, their run is over. Fortunately for CPL, this has not been a tournament where the teams have played at their best. Already, they only have one team left from the Cross Progression League still in this tournament. That team left being, if I find them, KCG Aura. Get to see how things move here as we're actually getting a... This is interesting. If we take a look at our bracket real quick, let me make sure I get to the bracket next. As this is actually an interesting situation because the Kyohaku Rocket Series has all 4 of their teams make it. We have 3, and of course CPL has 1. And we take a look at our final bracket here. Again, reminder: starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're in a very odd position here. Actually, I just noticed this. Here's what our final bracket looks like. All the Kyohaku teams on the same side of the bracket. I don't know how on earth we did. That is impressive. But somehow all the Kyohaku teams are on the same side of the bracket. I didn't plan this, guys. I don't know how on earth did we find that? When I devised the format, I was trying my best to avoid rematches. We're gonna have a whole side just for Kyohaku Rocket League series. But that is seriously impressive. I can't deny. To be fair, on our side of the back, we have 3 ATS teams, so there's that. But I don't know how this is gonna happen. But we have we have an ATS side and a KRLS side, or I guess ATS CPL side, because again, Case is here. They'll be playing against Night tomorrow on our stream. That'll be our first match of the evening. Shawnee State University takes on Swinix Esports. Team Fortnite versus Just for Solo, and Peasants and La Pacera Bubble Duckies. Everybody that you saw streaming today will be live again tomorrow with more Rocket League action. Tomorrow, though, is all best of 7. It's a much longer format. And a very interesting format at that. We are the last stream to be done tonight, though, so again, big shoutouts if they're all watching the Cross Progression League and the Kyohaku Rocket League series. Thank you to all of them for being as supportive as they have been, because it has been amazing so far. We've had an amazing tournament. But now, thank you all so much for joining the Sun Tournament Series main stream. I was Sporty FC, and this is the Champions Cup 3. Join us tomorrow again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, to see who will be the best in Amateur Rocket League. For now, though, take care. Have an amazing rest of your night.